What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, guys, it finally happened. After 500 plus days of waiting, Nintendo actually announced a brand new full-fledged Nintendo Direct that's gonna be happening tomorrow. Now I literally thought that this was just a fake Direct prank because they've done like 60 of these by now, and because we haven't had a Direct in so long, I figured it was probably just somebody pranking us. But no, this was literally, I saw the check mark and I was like, oh shit, this is right from Nintendo themselves. And it's just insane that they actually decided to do one, because you guys might have known that I was actually kind of falling into the camp where I thought that Nintendo Directs might have just been over and that they were moving towards doing Nintendo news in a new format. Like, I made a video about it, but like, listen, obviously I was wrong, and I'm very, very happy that I was wrong. This was definitely one of the things that I never really wanted to go away, but I just kind of felt like with the way that Nintendo was dropping news recently, it just seemed like they weren't going to do Directs anymore. But listen, I'm really happy that I was wrong. Like, of course I love Nintendo Directs. I never wanted to see them go, so I'm very happy that they are officially going to be back, because Nintendo Directs are just basically a storm of hype that gets dropped reveal after reveal, and that's pretty much what everyone always loves. So I'm really happy that we're finally going to be getting a new one tomorrow. Now if we take a look at Nintendo's post right here, it says tune in 2/17 at 2 p.m. Pacific time for a Nintendo Direct livestream featuring roughly 50 minutes of information focused on available games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and games coming to the Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021. Now just from this, it looks like that Nintendo is really cooking up something big, and that this Direct might actually have the potential to be one of the best Nintendo Directs of all time, because just looking at the length of this Direct right here, the length is 50 minutes, and that is pretty much the longest Nintendo Direct of all time, I'm pretty sure. I think the closest that we've ever gotten to this was like 45-minute Directs, but we've never actually had like a 50-minute Direct before. That's basically almost an hour at this point, just an hour of Nintendo news. And of course, quantity does not equal quality, so obviously just because it's an hour long doesn't mean that it's going to be an hour full of like amazing huge hitter announcements, but it does give me hope that there's probably going to be a lot of cool surprises and things that are going to be in here. And so of course, what's been after 500 days, it's finally time to have one of our Nintendo Direct predictions video, where I'll give you guys kind of just my thoughts on what I think we could possibly see tomorrow. I've got a bullet point list here that I kind of just made in like the last 10 minutes of just a whole bunch of things that I could think of. And then we'll also take a look on Twitter for some of your responses, and some of you guys can be featured in this video as well. Alright, so looking through my predictions here, the first thing that I have is literally what was mentioned right within Nintendo's tweet itself. It says here that there's going to be new information on available titles like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So because they mentioned Smash Bros, I mean, the thing that makes the most sense is we're definitely going to see the next Super Smash Bros. DLC character tomorrow. That makes the most sense. I mean, they're going to show us the next character. It makes sense they'll probably come out in like March or April around the springtime. And then the next character after that will probably be in like June around the summer. And then the last character will be around the fall and the winter. So it makes a lot of sense with how they're going to do it. As for who the character tomorrow could be, you guys already know I don't really care that much about Smash Bros characters anymore. Obviously I've got my preferences, so I would love to see like Crash Bandicoot, Rex and Pyra and Mythra, Sora, Master Chief. Any of those characters would really be awesome to me, but it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as it's someone who's pretty exciting and looks fun to play as, I'll be pretty happy. Now something that I want to mention about Smash real quick is it's kind of weird that the way that they said it in like the announcement of the Direct is that there's going to be more information on available titles like Super Smash Bros. They never like explicitly stated like there's going to be a new DLC fighter tomorrow. Obviously that one makes the most sense, but maybe it could mean that there's actually going to be some other type of Smash announcement, like actual like DLC content in terms of like a new mode or like an adventure mode or something. I feel like that's very, very unlikely. It's probably not going to happen, but like if we got something like Subspace Emissary, like an actual really big mode like that was additional DLC for like $30, bro, I would buy that immediately. That would make Smash Bros a 10 out of 10 game for me. Right now it's like a 9.8, but I mean, I think that would really perfect the game for me. But maybe they could even do something like just confirm even more DLC coming to Smash Bros, because if you remember the last Nintendo Direct that we had back in 2019 in September, that was the Direct where they revealed Terry, but then they also confirmed that there was going to be even more DLC coming into Smash Bros after. So maybe they could do that, but maybe the team with Sakurai is kind of just tired of developing Smash, so maybe that might not happen. But I do find it kind of weird how they didn't just say that there's going to be a new fighter tomorrow. They just said more information on available titles like Smash Bros, but maybe we're just looking too much into it. Alright, so in terms of my other predictions, the next thing that I've got here is Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. We know that the sequel of Breath of the Wild is on the way, but we still have not heard anything about it ever since its first initial reveal at E3 2019. We haven't gotten anything else after that, so it would be really, really nice if we just got like a small little update, even if they don't have much to share. Maybe just an official title for this game finally, so we can stop calling it Breath of the Wild 2. That would be amazing. If it got confirmed for this year, that would be like insane, but then again, if we just got like a new trailer, a bit of new gameplay, anything, anything, just a sprinkle of Breath of the Wild 2, I would be very happy. Now going along with that, of course this year is also going to be Zelda's 35th anniversary, so I am expecting some good amount of Zelda content to come throughout the year. So maybe something else that could happen is Skyward Sword being remastered. That is a game that's been rumored to come to the Switch for a while now, and I think a lot of people would be happy to have Skyward Sword remastered on the Switch, so that would be something that would be really awesome. Some people were also saying maybe like a Zelda collection, like how Super Mario 3D All-Stars came last year, where we got like a bunch of classic 3D Mario games. Maybe they could do something like that with Zelda, where they give us like a Triforce collection that gives us Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker or something like that, or even just bringing over some of the ports from the Wii U, where we still have Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, both from the Wii U that are in HD, so bringing those over to the Switch would also be very nice. Now I also have Age of Calamity DLC listed here, so I know that people did data mine through Age of Calamity and find voices and hints for other characters, so maybe that could be like DLC that's coming into the game later, so they could announce that in a direct as well. And then in addition to Zelda's anniversary, there's also other Nintendo anniversaries which are happening as well, so maybe we could get some new content in terms of that. We do have the Donkey Kong anniversary, which is going to be coming up, so maybe this year we could get a brand new Donkey Kong Country game. I think a lot of people will be very happy with that. Of course, we've got Metroid's anniversary as well, but I don't think that we're going to see anything about Metroid Prime 4 tomorrow. I think that that game is still really far off. I mean, they're still hiring for that game last I checked, so they're probably still very early into developing that game, especially because of how they restarted everything. And while it would be nice to get something, I just feel like we're not going to see anything with Metroid Prime 4 for a while now. So even though we don't get that though, we might still get something related to Metroid. People are hoping for like a brand new 2D Metroid game, which would be kind of nice to have on the Nintendo Switch, or even like a Metroid Prime trilogy to have while we wait for Metroid Prime 4. I think either of those would be very good. Alright, and then in terms of like the big announcements that Nintendo could have, the first thing that I've got listed here is Super Mario Odyssey 2, a full-on sequel to the 2017 game, or just even like a brand new 3D Mario game would be kind of nice. But then again, I feel like because Nintendo just released Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury a couple days ago, maybe because of that they don't really plan on revealing any big 3D Mario game, but that would be really cool if it did actually happen. I've also got Splatoon 3 listed here, and Splatoon 2 did come out 2 years after the original game back in 2017, and it's been out for 4 years now, so maybe it could be time for a brand new Splatoon game on the Nintendo Switch, which would also be really exciting. But I don't know, I feel like maybe with that type of game they might just save it for the next Nintendo system, but who knows, because they do plan on having the Nintendo Switch last for so many years, maybe they just decide to release another brand new Splatoon game on this. I also feel like that we could get a brand new Kirby game. The last one we did get was like, what, 3 years ago with Kirby Star Allies, so it makes sense that maybe they could have been developing a brand new one, and we could see that tomorrow. Now another thing that people may be thinking about is, are we going to see the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Sinnoh remakes tomorrow? And I'm pretty sure that we're not going to see them, because as you guys know, Pokemon likes to do their own thing. They always have their own special Pokemon Directs and Pokemon Presents, so we're probably not going to see anything like that officially right from Pokemon themselves tomorrow. I think that we're probably going to see that next week, because Pokemon Day is going to be next week, and a lot of the other big Pokemon events are happening next week, so I feel like we're probably going to get a Pokemon Direct or a Pokemon announcement next week, but I really wouldn't expect it to happen in the Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Another thing is also the Switch Pro. That's very unlikely to happen because Nintendo Directs never really reveal any brand new hardware, so I wouldn't expect like a brand new Switch model to be shown tomorrow. Maybe like a special edition of a Switch if they decide to announce a brand new one, but in terms of like a brand new model, even though I do think that the Switch Pro might be announced this year, I feel like that's probably going to be towards like the summer, and it's just going to be like a random video that Nintendo is just going to upload one day, like what they did with the Nintendo Switch Lite. And then I'm also sure they're probably going to have like that one last big surprise towards the end of the Nintendo Direct, like what they did with Super Smash Bros. Back in 2018, so I don't really know what that game could be this year. I mean, something that I would love to see this year is a brand new Mario Kart game, like not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but an actual brand new Mario Kart 9. I think having that on the Switch would be awesome, and I think a lot of people would definitely go out and buy it to finally have like a brand new Mario Kart experience. But they could also just do something else like with a game that we already know, like with Breath of the Wild 2, and just end it off with a brand new trailer for that game and say that it's coming out this year. There's a lot of potential for what they could do, so there's obviously still going to be some big surprises. And then in terms of third party or stuff from other developers, the first thing that I've got listed here is Genshin Impact. We know that the game is coming to the Switch, but we don't know exactly when it's coming, so maybe we could just get some information about that. I've also got No More Heroes 3 here, which was supposed to come out last year, but then it got delayed, so maybe we could get a release date for that and exactly when it's going to be coming out in terms of that. We could also see some stuff about SMT5 because we know that game is coming out this year and we still don't have that much information about it. Monster Hunter Rise is going to be coming out next month, so we could get some info about that as well. And then there's also potential that we could see something brand new from Monolith Soft. We know that they are working on like a brand new IP, and from the concept art, it looks like that it's going to have some type of medieval setting, so maybe we could see that game finally being revealed. Maybe they decide to port over Xenoblade X from the Wii U or do something else, so there's a lot of potential from that happening also. Now I tweeted about this on my Twitter as well, so let's take a look at my Twitter and see if we got any responses. I tweeted and asked you guys what your predictions are for the Nintendo Direct. So yeah, here's my tweet. I said, alright, Nintendo Direct predictions time, making a video as soon as I get out of class. What are your hopes and wishes? What do you predict that we're gonna see for sure tomorrow? Reply to this tweet and you could be featured in the video later today. So we've got Victory Flare here saying predictions, Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, Bayo 3, Zelda Collection, No More Heroes, Monster Hunter, Smash Character, Persona 5 Strikers, and Prime 4. So yeah, in terms of Bayo 3 and Prime 4, I think those are kind of unlikely to happen because we're probably going to have to wait a while till we get some info about that. But I think Breath of the Wild 2, I think we're definitely going to see something about that game. Whether or not it's actually going to be confirmed for this year or if we're going to see like a full huge trailer for it, I'm not sure. But I do think that we're probably going to get an update about Breath of the Wild 2 at the very least. In terms of your hopes, a surprise reveal, new Sonic game, Genshin on Switch, Super Mario Odyssey 2, Kirby game, new Mega Man game. I mean, Genshin on Switch has already been confirmed. We just don't know when it's coming. But Super Mario Odyssey 2 would be really, really cool to see as well. Let's see here. Angel saying, I have a strong feeling that it's going to be a Smash reveal, Mario Kart 9, Bayo News, or Astral Chain 2. Astral Chain 2 is actually an interesting one. I didn't think of that. So I think that would be kind of cool to see. In terms of that. And then also Smash reveal, they basically already kind of confirmed that that's going to happen. Mario Kart 9, I would lose it because I really do want a brand new Mario Kart game. I think that would be really, really awesome to have. Let's scroll down here. This person is saying Breath of the Wild 2, Bayo 3, Metroid Prime 4, and SMT 5. I think in terms of Bayo 3 and Metroid Prime 4, I think that those are just kind of unlikely to happen because they still look like that they're still very early into development, so they might not really have a lot of new information to share about those. SMT 5 though I think is pretty likely because we do know that that game is going to come out this year. He also said something from Monolith Soft. I talked about that as well. I think that it is possible. Let's see here. Breath of the Wild 2 trailer release date, pretty likely to happen. Smash Bros. Reveal, basically confirmed. Skyward Sword, pretty likely. Pokemon related news, I don't know about the Direct tomorrow, but it's probably going to happen next week. Zelda Collection is pretty likely. Stefan here is saying a Xenoblade character announced for Smash. I'd be really happy if it was Rex and Pyra and Mithra. You said here Melia. Melia would be cool as well. I believe that we will have a new trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 and even get a new name. Yeah, finally, if we just get like the name for this game, that would be really good for me. Like, can we just stop calling it Breath of the Wild 2 finally? That would be pretty nice. Let's see here. Daniel is saying, I think that we're going to see a Zelda 35th collection, Pokemon, and maybe a trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. All of those are pretty likely to happen as well. Max is saying a Xenoblade X port, Splatoon 3. I think those could probably happen too. They're not like super unlikely to happen. Mira is saying there will definitely be some trailers of games we already know, such as Monster Hunter, Persona 5 Strikers. Really hoping for some Kingdom Hearts, Xenoblade X, SMT 5. Kingdom Hearts will be cool. I mean, it did just get announced for PC like a few days ago, I'm pretty sure. So if we did get like a reveal for Kingdom Hearts coming to the Switch, man, that would be really, really exciting. I think a lot of people would be very happy with that. Mr. Link is saying people are going to complain a lot. I mean, that's going to happen for sure, because the thing about this Direct is happening after, what is it, like 500 plus days? So people's predictions for this Direct are going to be literally to the moon. Like, this is going to be the most insane kind of build up to any type of Direct, just because the wait has been so long. So I already know for a fact, like, if we don't see like a whole bunch of crazy stuff, like there's going to be complaining either way on Thursday. I'm probably going to be happy because regardless of what, I'm sure there's going to be at least one thing that I'm going to be happy about, and it's already guaranteed to happen because they showed that there's going to be stuff about Smash Bros, and I love Smash, so I already know that I'm going to be satisfied. But like, people are definitely going to be complaining for sure. Like, I know that for a fact. Let's try to get one last one in here. Jay is saying new Ninjago game. I don't know about that. Real side though, Kingdom Hearts, I think that's probably going to be kind of something that could happen. Netflix, I mean, yeah, Netflix is so weird how that's not on the Switch. I don't know if that would be announced in terms of like a Direct itself, because it's not really like a game. Maybe that could just be like a tweet that Nintendo decides to do. Kid Icarus, bro, I would lose it if we get Kid Icarus. Like, I want a new one, but even if we just got Kid Icarus Uprising from the 3DS, like, that's something that I would be so happy, but I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. And you said Persona 4. I mean, Persona 4, I think that could happen as well. It did come to PC just, I think, last year. So maybe something like that, if it did happen, that'd be pretty nice. But yeah, I wish I could read all of your predictions here. I mean, a lot of you guys are saying kind of similar stuff. Metroid Prime 4, Zelda Anniversary, things like that. I wish I could read all of these, but I don't want to make the video too long. And I think we're already at like 15 minutes now. So that's a really long video. And it's only going to be up for like a day because after the Direct, people aren't going to be watching it anymore. So I'm just going to try to keep the video short. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all your responses. I'm sorry I couldn't read all of them, but I just didn't want to make the video too long. And remember, if you ever want to be featured in videos like this, then just go and follow me on Twitter at Aero. And so there you go, guys. Those are my predictions for the Nintendo Direct that's going to be happening tomorrow. 50 minutes does mean that it's going to be pretty long and that there's going to be potential for a lot of big announcements and surprises in there. So I'm definitely very excited. Probably going to be streaming it on this channel, so definitely be sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this. What do you guys think is actually going to be shown off in the Nintendo Direct tomorrow? What are your hopes and wishes? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.